Hello, today we're gonna talk about Inditex, which is a textile industry from Spain. It's a multinational and one of the biggest fast fashion groups in the world. They own brands like Zara, Pull&Bear, Bershka, Massimo Dutti, and their main activity consists in produce the latest fashion trends like clothing, footwear, accessories around the world, and they own more than 6,000 stores around the world, and they have presence in more than 94 countries. The sites that we have today is why Inditex should be canceled, which members are Gabriela and me, and the site about why Inditex should not be canceled, the members are Jesus and Liz.
Okay, first of all, we think that Inditex should be canceled because they are promoting fast fashion. In this case, they rely on rapid production of clothing items, which are made from materials that use a lot of resources like water, energy, and some pesticides, and also some fossil resources, which also cause a lot of troubles, environmental troubles. And that's why we think that it should be canceled, because they are not promoting recycling. They are just promoting like the overconsumption of their products, creating a lot of environmental issues. And also all these clothes that are not sold, they are disposed, and then it take a lot of time for the stores to recover. And well, also they are not designing clothes for durability. As you may see, all these clothes will last just like for a month. So that's why it should be canceled.
Well, I actually disagree with your point. I believe that um, there is no way that there will be an ethical way of creating such a like product um, in this industry. Yes, it takes a lot of resources, but it wouldn't be the first company or the last one to just make use of those resources. Um, Actually, there are programs that promote the using of recycling in their companies, such as Zara. There are actually bins where you can just take your clothes and then you will have a discount, and they will make use of those materials to make more clothing. So they will use a percentage of that um in order to keep the production. Um, Also, they promote the economy in the countries that they are located in by having around 155,000 jobs all around the world, which helps promote the economy in those countries and helps people to support themselves financially. On the other hand, they do offer cheaper alternatives to other brands, which can be used for people in the labor, like not minimum wage, but maybe above minimum wage, in order not to be like broke, to have like clothing for the different seasons of the year. Yeah.
Well, I'm not agree with the point of this, with the last point, because in this case, Inditex has many accusations about forced labor, and in many countries, and most of these countries are in developing countries, like Brazil, Argentina, Bangladesh, and Myanmar. And even Spain, which is the country where this company is from, they have accusation of forced labor. The result of the fast fashion bring a lot of labor abuse and complicate, and what they are doing is extend their supply chain process and make it really complicated and taking advantage from these countries where they don't have a lot of regulations involved.
Hey, Daniela, I respect your opinion, but I don't share those ideas. Probably I agree with the point that all the process to like make make old clothes probably would be better or more eco-friendly. However, the process like to find to make those kind of clothes in a cheap country is very important because what will happen if for example Inditex start to make all the clothes in Canada, it might be like all the price will be increasing as well. You know, Inditex, like in general, they make like affordable clothes that many people around the world will be able to buy it. For example, uh, not all the people can buy $100, sorry, like $300 jacket, but they are able to pay like $100 jacket from Zara, for example. And as well, last but not least, uh, according sorry, for the recycling side, I think it's up to the customer. I would say that as a customer, we have the responsibility, the use that our, like, for example, if I don't want to use more this t-shirt, what will be used? Like, for example, you just like throw in the trash or probably donate to to the I don't know, like a foundation or something like that. Because it's like a car. Like when you buy a car, the like the car company is no more responsible about the use that the customer use the car. So yeah, this is like my point of view.
Well, in that case, I'm agree with you that there should exist brands to be accessible for all the kind of economies. But in this case, the biggest brands, or in this case, Zara and Bershka, they are really accessible brands in some countries, but in the biggest countries like United States, here in Canada, also Europe, but in the case of developing countries, these clothes are really expensive. So it doesn't compensate the thing that they are working so hard. They are not having the minimum regulations for their work, but still they need to pay more for what they want to use or to access to this type of economy. So yes, I think that it's really important to have that equilibrium between the price and the cost.
Okay, in conclusion, we think that Inditex, it's not a bad company, but they have to improve their recycling programs, and also they have to start using more recycled materials, and also they have to improve their working conditions, especially for all the countries where they outsource their manufacture process.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.